Max Jenkins, with a blend of raw talent and poise, is quickly becoming a player to watch this season. It's the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Hartford Yard Goats. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. Max Jenkins on the bump in this one. He's one of the highest ranked pitching prospects in the Rockies organization. A lot of excitement in Denver for what he can bring in the future. JoJo Parker Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. That one misses, and that's ball one. He fell behind 0-2, but after taking a pitch that far outside the zone, he might be thinking about getting back into this at-bat. Perez. One down. One out and the bases are empty. Javon Ward, the next to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Ward measures 6'2", 190 pounds, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. On the ground. Reggio. 2 away. Edber Perez now at the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. And it's a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. And now 1-2. What discipline to lay off the high 0-2 fastball. He's doing a good job to shrink the zone and force the pitcher to throw him something hittable. And 1-2. Good eye there. That one misses. And now it's 3-2. Swings and misses. Nice job out there as he gets them 1-2-3. Midway in the first, no score. The Fisher Cats at the plate here in the second inning. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Right through there for a strike. Couldn't hold back, rung up on strikes, and quickly one away in the second inning. Nobody on with one out, and now it's going to be Nick Goodwin. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, should be fresh for this one. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. That one misses. Second inning, no score thus far. That pitch in for a strike, and now 3-1. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. Payoff pitch. Struck the batter out without a swing. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And now, Carter Cunningham. 1 run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game. And that drops in for a strike. With 2 straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. Got him looking. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. Midway in the second, no score yet. Here we go in the top of the third, scoreless ball game. Now the third baseman, Dub Glee. That one rocketing towards left center. Should be extra bases. Around first, hustling for 2. That's a leadoff double. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Adrian Pinto stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. In the air, right field. Gets there, got it. Runner tags at second. Coming up now to the dish for New Hampshire, Parker. Didn't play in last night's game, had a little breather.
That's the ball.
1 away with a runner at third. And it's 1-1.
Ball.
And it's a pop-up. McCabe under it. And makes the catch. To the top of the order we go. And now the center fielder, JoJo Parker Jr.
No,
Grounded out the first time. Runner at third, 2 away. That one ripped, but foul. Battling here, fouls it away. Rip to third. Whips it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They strand 1. Home half of the third coming up, still scoreless. Top of the fourth inning with the Fisher Cats at the dish now.
The right fielder, Javon Ward.
This to third. Handles. Gets it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth. Bases empty, 1 away. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Edber Perez. That one almost got the batter. That'll back him up a bit. Perez, 22 years old, and he's a native of Venezuela. We're in the fourth inning, no score. And that one is in the dirt. Next offering is down low. They haven't been able to put up much offense in this one, but on a 3-1 count, that might change. We'll see how it goes. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. 2 quick outs in the top of the fourth. That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that pitch. Most pitchers at this level would have gone to the heater on 3-2. Munguia in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Very high with that one. Next
That's
pitch is
out.
outside.
Bona.
Jenkins will challenge the call, thinking it was a strike. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks him down to one challenge left. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 3-2 pitch. Got it. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. On to the bottom of the fourth now. All set for the start of this inning. Stepping to the plate for New Hampshire, Nick Goodwin.
Goodwin.
That's a slider for a strike. That slider just spun up in the zone. If it's in a hittable spot, it could go a long way. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Great job to see changeup out of the hand and lay off it. Good eye on that pitch.
That's inside.
Jenkins will challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for him now. Ground ball to short. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down in the fifth.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Let's take a peek at his
Carter
pitch usage in this one.
Cunningham.
1 out and the bases are empty. And here's the first baseman, Carter Cunningham. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance. Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Line drive. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Next up for the Fisher Cats, Dub
That's a
Lee.
ball.
Cracked a double the first time at bat. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one fouled off.
Well,
The pitcher's approaching him much more cautiously after he gave up the double the first time around. And he grounds it to the right side. Play made, that ends the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard after 5. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Seth Halverson, does a good job keeping the ball in the yard and has been...
The batter,
So 2
the
down.
left fielder,
And next, the
Ismael
cleanup hitter, Ishmael Munguia. Out to center. Kalaz under it. And that'll do it. Jenkins tossed 5 shutout frames for him. I liked a lot of what we saw from him in this one. He put them in a position to win, and they took advantage. Max Jenkins, a rising star, continues his professional journey today. This crowd is eager. Stepping To the plate next
The
for
leadoff
Reading,
hitter
Carter
tonight,
Kieboom.
The designated hitter. Number 8,
Kieboom, 28 years
Carter.
old. He's usually a third baseman, but
Kieboom.
today he's the designated hitter. Ground ball up the middle through for a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Might have wanted more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. 1-0, here's the pitch. Curveball drops in for a strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take
That's a
that.
ball.
Nobody out and a runner at first.
Ball. That's
In the
down.
dirt, but blocked. Another full count pitch and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting third.
So
the
up
left
next,
fielder, number
Austin
32,
Murray, making a lot of contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. Kalaz should have this one. Moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now, 1 away. Nick Biddison will hit next.
All 1.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. In the dirt, but kept it close. Runners stay put. Count moves to 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Look out down there. That'll back him up a bit. And there's a strike. Hard hit to right center. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. This is baseball 101 right here. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Get the ball in the air to the outfield and get the sac fly. Yanked that changeup back. Just diabolical. And a big swing and a miss. Carlson leads off of first with 2 out. Breaking ball inside.
That's inside.
Ball 1. What a take with 2 strikes.
That's
That
a ball.
misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Out to short. Reggio. There with plenty of time. Inning over. They get a run. Bottom half of the
We
second.
go.
Coming up now to the dish for Reading,
The
John
right fielder,
Spikerman.
John Spikerman.
Boots it. Digging in for the fightin' Phils, Robert Moore.
Aye.
And
Nope,
that's
outside.
outside. And it's 1-1. Oh, he demolished it, soaring out towards right field, and this ball is way gone. And they add on. It's 3-0. He'll be proud of the swing he put on that one. That's one for the personal highlight reel. Look at the stop here to first. And very nicely done for the out. Nice Brooks Robinson
Batting up,
impression on that
that's
play.
shortstop,
Dives to the
Brian
left, stabs it, then gets up and makes
Rincon.
the throw over to first. Outstanding. Brian Rincon at the plate now, and that's ball 1. Liner, and that should be extra bases. He turns and heads for second. In at second with a 1-out double. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Kieboom batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And very quickly, it's 0-2 to the DH. And that's perfect slider placement from him, down and in. At the plate, he probably read fastball out of the hand, but then it took a turn on him. Got him looking, and that's a strikeout. That fastball was in a hittable
Now
spot,
batting,
but he just
the
let it
center
stroll
fielder,
through the
number
zone for called
33,
strike 3.
Gillen.
Stepping to the plate next for Reading, Dylan Carlson. Reached on a walk the first time. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is out number 3. We've played. Ready to go for the
Leading
last
up
half of
for
the
the
inning.
fight
Now the left
field,
fielder,
the
Austin
left
Murray.
fielder, Austin Murray.
Swing and a miss, chases that one, darting out of the zone. Swings through it. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. On the ground to first. Takes it to the bag alone. 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Nick Biddison. Drove in a run with a sac fly the first time up. Now he'll challenge the called strike. And that one missed by a micron. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for him. Liner, base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Here's the third baseman, Alex Pinellas. Not close with that one.
Hey!
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. Runner at first, 1 away. Strikeout looking for the backwards K. That is a frustrating call for a hitter. Pinellas thought that pitch missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a whisker out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. And the 2-2. Got the batter looking for the K. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Coming up now to the dish for Reading, John Spikerman. And he grounds it to the right side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 1 runner left on base. Score still 4-3. Welcome back. The Fightin' Phils at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
The second baseman, Robert.
Reading has graduated a number of great players to the majors, including Julio Franco, Ryan Howard, Hall of Famers Ryan Sandberg, Mike Schmidt, and Scott Rowland. Bunting for a hit. Barehand scoop, fires to first, but safe at first. And they start the frame with a leadoff infield single.
Now batting,
Jenkins trying to find his groove again. Leadoff hitter aboard, no outs. Up the middle. The flip to second. And 2. What a play. Digging in for the Fightin' Phils, Brian Rincon. Cracked a double the first time at bat. And that's in the dirt. The pitcher's approaching him much more cautiously after he gave up the double the first time around. 2 outs, base is empty. Chops this one to the right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So they go down quietly. Jenkins back at it now with the lead.
The designated hitter, Carter Kieboom.
First pitch misses badly for ball 1. With his teammates driving in a pair, he wants to make this an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more runs. And now the 2-0. On the ground to third, Messenger. Throws to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. And now, Dylan Carlson. Drops it down the third baseline. And safe at first, a bunt single. 1 away and a runner at first. Next up for the Fightin' Phils, Austin Murph. This one's in the dirt. Lifted in the air to right center. That's pretty far back. Gets there, got it. Had to cover a lot of ground there, and that's why you take those extra reps during batting practice, getting reads on the ball as it comes off the bat. Even a quarter second's hesitation can cost you in the game. Here comes the pitch. That's a strike. 0-2 now. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2, you're just hoping to make contact. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Inning over. 1 left on base. They're still doubled up. 6-3 our score. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Seth Halverson. Struggles this year with handing out free bases. Got to limit the walks. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and it's a 2-run game.
Designated hitter, Carter Kieboom.
2-2 pitch. Grounds this one up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Decides to eat it, and they come away without an out. They're still in this one by the skin of their teeth. The infield single might get... Dylan Carlson digs in now. The fightin' Phils with the tying run at the dish. This one lifted to center field. Ball game. Jenkins went 5 innings on the mound in this start. Not his best work on the mound, but he did enough to give them a shot to win, and they pulled it off. I'd look for a better effort in his next start. Max Jenkins is focused and ready for this one. Yet another chance to show the baseball world what he's made of. It's the Hartford Yard Goats and the Reading Fightin' Phils. And we'll be back with the first... Jenkins on the mound for what could be a statement game. Let's see if he can come out of the gate firing.
Austin Bird.
Austin Murray leading things off and takes a strike. Just missed. That's a terrific backdoor slider. He made the right call not to swing. It's tough to do much with that. In there at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Murr disagrees with that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks him down to 1 challenge left. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. That's off the
ball
mark.
3.
Counts full, 3-2. Here's a chopper to the left side. And there's 1 down.
Batting second, the center
1 out
fielder,
and the
number
bases are empty.
33,
Stepping to the plate
Dylan.
next for Reading, Dylan Carlson. Got away with that slider up, but he should avoid doing that again. Might have released a little too early. Swing and a rocket, and that one looks like it'll be trouble. He makes the turn and digs for second
Timeout.
base. That skips
hopped
over the
over.
fence, so it's an automatic
bases.
double. And now at the plate, John Spikerman. On fire at the dish lately. 7 hits so far in the series. This one ripped but foul to the right. Here comes the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
That one not close. 3-1 now. A frozen rope. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Runner rounds third. On his way to the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. That's smart hitting to use the count to your advantage like that. He knew the pitcher had to come into the zone, and he found a pitch to Hammond. Jenkins, ready to go again after giving up the run. Still in control of how this inning ends. Runner at second here and 1 away. Swings through that one. Out to short. Reggio. In plenty of time to first.
Batting fifth, the
Alex
first
Pinellas
baseman,
now at the
Alex.
plate. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Grounder left side. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. On to the bottom of
Leading
the
off
second.
for the
Now it's the
fighting
second
Phils,
baseman,
the
Eric
second
Brito.
baseman, Eric
Ball.
Brito.
Down.
Swing and a drive. Does it have the distance? It bangs off the wall. That's a leadoff double. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Joel Dragu stands in now and watches strike 1. What a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting eighth, the
Coming up
shortstop,
now to the dish for
Robert
Reading, Robert Moore.
Moore.
Struggling to knock in runs in recent at-bats, hitting beneath the Mendoza line with teammates in scoring position this month. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Brito at third with 1 gone in this inning. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Checks the
got?
swing. Now an appeal to third. Yes, indeed. Down on strikes. So digging in, Caleb Ricketts. Late on that fastball. Runner at third, 2 away. Next pitch, in for a strike. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Ball 1,
Ball 1.
too low. Excellent take. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Huge K there. 1 runner left stranded. The score remains 2-1. Ready to go for the
Leading
last
off
half
for
of the inning.
Fighting
Digging in
Phils,
for the Fighting
left fielder,
Phils,
number
Austin
32,
Murray.
Austin
Ball upstairs.
Bottom of the
Hey.
zone, called strike. Bash down the right side, but foul. Smash to the left side. There's 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Dylan Carlson. This one in the air to right. That's out number 2. Now up, John Spikerman. Doubled home a run the first time at bat. And it's even up. And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. Just missing there. What a take with 2 strikes. On the ground. Play made, that ends the inning. We move on to inning number 4. The Yard Goats on top. Welcome back. The Fightin' Phils at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
The third baseman, number 24.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. Reading has been a Double-A franchise since their founding in 1967, and they have had only one affiliation, the Philadelphia Phillies. That's remarkable longevity and stability. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Nobody on with 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Alex Pinellas. 1 of 4 with a double in yesterday's game. Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. With 2 straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Home team down by 1. And the curveball is down and in. Hammered for a base hit. The tying run is aboard. Next up for the Fightin' Phils, Eric Brito. Cracked a double the first time at bat. And that's in the dirt. And the count 1-2. Here it comes. Got the batter swinging, and a fine job keeping it close right there. Next is the designated hitter, Joel Dragu. Grounded out the first time up, and that one fouled off. On 0-1, the delivery.
Ball 1.
They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. 2 straight breaking balls away. If he wants to go back to that spot later in this AB, I'd expect a fastball inside here. And ball 4,
That's outside.
2 aboard.
Ball 4.
Stepping to the plate next for Reading, Robert Moore. First at bat was a strikeout.
That's a ball.
Gives up the walk, and now the first pitch to this hitter way off the mark. That one hammered but pulled foul. Swung on and pasted to deep right. He got every stitch of that ball, and it is out of here. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. Ricketts, in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a ball popped up.
You take it.
And that's the end of the inning. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Seth Halverson. Jenkins got knocked around a bit and couldn't make it through 5. This start might not go on his personal highlight reel, but he did okay. Probably a few things to work on in his next bullpen session. Max Jenkins, struggling of late, but the talented young prospect is set for a breakout performance. His team could certainly use it today. It's the Portland Sea Dogs and the Hartford Yard Goats. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch, Jenkins, ready to go, looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
Number 3, Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1.
First pitch, 111.
Close one, but doesn't get the call. Pitcher didn't like that call, and he'll challenge. And that one did find the zone. Still 2 challenges left for him. Here's the 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Battling here, fouls it away. Sliced hard, but foul. And the 1-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. There's 1 down. Bases empty, 1 away. Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Matt Thaiss. Thaiss hitting second in the lineup, and he's knocked in 8 runs over his last 10 games.
Ball 1.
And the count 1-2. Way high. Got the batter swinging. 2 away here in the top of the first. 2 down now. The batter now, Matt Fraizer, collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday.
Ball, that's down.
And fires in a heater at 95. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Just missed. Fights it off, we'll see another. 2 outs, bases empty. Swings and misses. And a nice frame on the mound, he sets him down 1-2-3. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score. The Sea Dogs at the plate here in the second inning. Nathan Hickey now at the plate. 0-2, here's the pitch. Struck the batter out without a swing. And quickly 1 away in the second inning. Hickey thought that pitch missed, and here comes a challenge. And that was about as close as it gets, but it was a ball after all. So they still have both challenges. That ABS review is brought to you by Gloucester and Teresius Optical. Pay them a visit, and they'll make sure you see what's coming your way. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. And now the shortstop, Vinny Capra, had the day off yesterday. 1 out and the base is empty. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. So up next, Yoferi Rodriguez.
Ball.
Wise to take that slider down and in. Very difficult to square that up. Here's a grounder right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. All set for the start of this inning. Coming up to the dish for Portland, Nelly Taylor. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Ground ball up the middle. Jorge on the run, sends it over to first. And they get the out. Nicely done. Miguel Blaze, the next to hit.
Number 9, Miguel Blaze.
Ball 1.
Ground ball to short. Throws to first. First two batters gone in the top of the third. Mikey Romero getting ready to hit. Two outs, base is empty. Short hop liner handled it short, over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 9 straight set down here to start the game. Jenkins back on the mound to face the meat of the order. Not an easy task. And that one fouled off. That breaking ball certainly looked meaty coming in. Just couldn't keep the weight back long enough. And that drops in for a strike. Ball one there. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. Ground ball, right side, and that's just foul. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he grounds it to the right side. Takes it to the bag alone. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth.
Now batting.
Next to bat for the Sea Dogs, Matt Thaiss. Struck out swinging the first time. 1-0.
Down. Yeah.
That missed, and the count is even, 2-2. We're in the fourth inning, no score. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Hard ground ball, base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't exactly square it up, but that's a good approach paying off. And now 1-2.
Ball one.
On 0-2, hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Nice job to anticipate and lay off it. And the righty delivers. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
The first baseman, Nathan.
And now it's going to be Nathan Hickey. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. If you've got good instincts and you see the ball's going to hit the dirt, you can take off early and try to move up. Wasn't able to advance that time. In the air, out towards right center. Gets there, got it. One runner left stranded, and we're still knotted up. We're in the top half of the fifth. Now it's the shortstop, Vinny Capra. This pitch popped up. And there's 1 away. Let's break down how he's using his pitches in this one.
Yoveri Rodriguez.
One out and the bases are empty. Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Yoveri Rodriguez.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike. Pitch is in the dirt. That one fouled off, 2-2 now. On the ground to the left. On to first. First two batters retired in the top of the fifth.
The center fielder, number 1.
Nobody on and 2 outs. Nelly Taylor will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, late cut there. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. We're back here at the ballpark. Start of the 6th. Ben Gelman bringing you this one. And leading off, Miguel Bleis. Bleis swings through it for strike 1. Fly ball to right field and deep. Into the corner, but foul. Now here's the 0-2. That's to third. Messenger whips it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. Now, Mikey Romero, 0 for 1. 1 out and the base is empty.
Hey!
Romero disagrees with that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike is overturned following the review. They'll keep both their challenges.
Ball
He's
3.
had great control all game, but it's a 3-ball count now. Batter has to be ready to hit. Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance
Nope,
there, able to
that's
take
inside.
the walk.
Ball 4.
Jenkins, surprised to not get the strike, and here's a challenge. Didn't miss by a lot, but it'll stay a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Here comes the manager out of the dugout. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Evan Justice. A shot at save number 1 this season. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a grounder up the middle. The flip, there's 1. That double play ends it right here. Jenkins pitched into the 6th and didn't allow any runs. This is one he can look back on with some satisfaction. He wasn't utterly dominant, but he went out there and competed, and that really made a big difference to help him get the win. Max Jenkins is focused and ready for this one. Yet another chance to show the baseball world what he's made of. It's the Hartford Yard Goats and the Somerset Patriots. Jenkins, ready to go, looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
Number 4, Jackson Castillo.
Towards first, and it goes just foul. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Got ahead 0-2, but that one wasn't close. Not much chance the batter's gonna offer. Ground ball, right side, 1 away. Nobody on with 1 out, and now it's gonna be Marco Luciano. Luciano, starting in left, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. He knew it as soon as he threw it. Hanging breaking ball, and he crushed it for a homer. Jenkins back at it after giving up the souvenir. And takes low for ball 1. He placed that slider just about perfectly, but credit to the hitter. He was wise to lay off it. 1 out and the base is empty. Now 3-0. Slow bender drops in for a strike. Three and two now. In the air to left. And that's a fair ball. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Not in time. Safe. On that play, he really came through with a hustle double. Not necessarily known for foot speed, but he did a good job to turn on the jets and get to second. Jenkins, looking to avoid giving up 3 straight knocks, needs to flip the script here. And the slider just misses. Runner at second here and 1 away. Sliced hard, but foul. That's a slider for a strike. Got away with that slider up, but he should avoid doing that again. Might have released a little too early and had it back up on him. Swung on and missed, struck him out. And now 2 away. Good location on that heater, top of the zone. That's the modern approach with the fastball, trying to get good ride on it. Swing wasn't on time, but tough to get good contact on it. Now the tag at third, and they get the out. And that'll wrap. Bottom of the inning, stepping to the plate for Somerset, Eric Genther. Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. That misses, and that is ball 1. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Struck out looking for the backwards K. And quickly 1 away in the second inning. Base is empty, 1 away. And Manuel Tejeda will hit next. Right through there for a strike. With 2 straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. This one to right. Going back pretty deep. 2 down. That was a really nice over-the-shoulder grab, flashing some serious defensive ability on that play. Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the catcher, Ali Sanchez. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. 0-2, rocks and fires. Nice eye right there. What a take with 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly to left. It's pretty deep. And that ends the inning. We've played 2. All set for the bottom of the third. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, or Jackson. Next pitch, in for a strike. And a high fly out to center, Kokoska under this one. 1 up, 1 down. One out and the bases are empty. Next to hit, Santiago Gomez. That one back up the middle and it gets through. So one on now with one away. Back to the top of the order here. Digging in for the Patriots, Jackson Castillo. A big game last night. 4 hits in that one. This pitch popped up.
You take it, you take it.
And there are 2 down. Nice high fastball to get the pop out. Hitter looked like he was
Now
right
batting,
on it, but
the
that
left
late
fielder,
velocity and
Marco
hop got him swinging underneath it. Easy out for this defense. Next up for the Patriots, Marco Luciano. Already a solo homer in this one. Hacks and misses, got a chase swing. That's great location to tie him up on the hands. That's a good spot. Hit in the air, right field, gets there under it, and makes the catch. Welcome back. The Patriots at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
The first baseman, Toby Morales.
In 2024, the Patriots were 6 games out of first place with 30 games to go, and then they ripped off 22 wins before the end of the season. They won the division by a game and a half. Ground ball to second. Throw to first in time. Next up, the designated hitter, Tyler Hardman. Went down on strikes the first time through. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On to first. 2 outs already in the home 4th. Bases are empty with 2 away. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Eric Genther. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike. And that drops in for a strike. He thought that was a ball, and he'll challenge. Sharp eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 1 challenge left for him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. 2 outs, bases empty. Got it. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. On to the top of the 5th, the Patriots. Bottom of the 5th here in Somerset. And now, Enmanuel Tejeda. Up the middle, Jorge. Throws to first. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. Nobody on with 1 out. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Ali Sanchez. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Next to hit, Core Jackson.
Ball, low.
In for a strike. And the count even 1-1.
No, that's a ball.
In the dirt, but blocked. Sanchez leading off first with 1 gone. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off-speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking him. Digging in for the Patriots, Santiago Gomez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he grounds it to the right side, and that's just foul. That one close, ruled a ball, and a high leverage challenge from the mound. And they'll overturn the call and rule it a strike, so they've still got both of their challenges. Runners at first and second with 1 out. This one's in the dirt. Count now 2-2 as the runners hold. In the air on the infield, and there's the call for the infield fly. And now the center fielder, Jackson Castillo. Ground ball to third base. Oh, gloves it. Goes to second with it, and they get the out. 2 runners left stranded, but they still lead it 1-0. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Blas Castaño. This game is still pretty tight. Next up for the Patriots, Core Jackson. The Yard Goats up by 4 here in the last half of the 9th. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So up next, Jackson Castillo. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck the batter out looking. And this game is over. The Yard Goats hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Jenkins got through 5 innings and only allowed 1 earned run. Not the most dominant effort on the mound, but he strung together some good innings, which helped them get the win. That's good enough for sure. Max Jenkins, a promising prospect, just about ready to go. He brings a combination. Just about set to go. Our starter in this one, Max Jenkins, and he likes pitching at home. Better than 3 strikeouts per walk this season, and that's a great sign for his development.
No, that's
It's hard to move up the ladder when you're walking a ton of hitters, and it's hard to win a lot of games when you're clogging the bases. I'm sure they like seeing how he limits traffic on the base paths. Didn't miss by a lot, but it'll stay a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now.
Ball, that's out.
There's a strike. And the leadoff hitter aboard. He was all over that one. Pure hitting right there. He got the front foot down right on time, kept the hands inside the ball, and squared it up beautifully for a line drive base hit. Close, but called a ball. Jenkins will challenge that one, thought it was a strike. And on further review, it was a strike. Still one challenge left for him. 0-2, and the delivery. Well struck, right field. That's back.
Heads up, wall, wall, wall.
Just shy of a home run. Now, JT Schwartz, doing a fine job at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game. Oh, great stop. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit. No error. The Rumble Ponies at the plate here in the second
right
inning.
Fielder, number 31, Jose Ramos.
Fly ball to right. Makes a nice running catch. So up next, Jacob Reimer. In there at the knees. And that is strike one. And that's outside. One out and the base is empty. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike. And that's outside. Great job to see changeup out of the hand and lay off it. This one's crushed deep to left, way out of here. Home run. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. This pitch popped up. Messenger under it. Gets there, got it. Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the left fielder, DeAndre Smith, bringing some pop at the plate recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games. The 1-0 pitch. Right side, hard hit. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the next inning, digging in, Ronald Hernandez.
Ronald Hernandez.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 0-1 now. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. And the 1-2. This one is labeled. And that should be extra bases. He turns and heads for second. That's a leadoff double. Everything came together on that swing. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. Pops this one up.
Yeah, right there. You're under it. You.
And there's one down. And he gave in to temptation on that high fastball. A lot of minor leaguers have trouble laying off of those. Pretty hard to do much with a pitch in that location. Arroyo takes a ball, standing in for the second time.
Ball 2.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-0. On 3-0, most minor leaguers are taking all the way. We'll see if he can find the zone. Runner at second here, and one away. And that drops in for a strike. Up the middle. That's the second out. And now at the plate, Ryan Clifford. And takes low for ball 1. Bash down the right side, but foul. That misses the zone. And now 3 balls, 1 strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Next to hit, JT Schwartz. 2 for 4 in the game last night. And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter. We're here in the top half of the third. Runners on first and third, 2 away. This one's in the dirt. The throw in to second, but he's in there easily. Kicks and delivers. Off the plate, inside. And it's 2-1. With first base open, he doesn't have to really attack this hitter the way he would if the bases were loaded. And that retires the side. 2 left on base. Top of the fourth inning with the Rumble Ponies at the dish.
Number 31, Jose.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Well, so far, so good for him today, but as you get to the meat of the order the second time around, that's where an outing can turn on you. Still, he's been on top of it to this point. Bases empty, 1 away. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Reimer. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer the first time at bat. Hill under it. And a couple of quick outs. And now, Jose Rojas. First time up was a pop-out. That's a beautiful backdoor breaking ball, and he had no chance at the plate. Great pitch. And that one is in the dirt.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That's a strike. 2-2. Got it. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom of the... All set for the start of this inning. Digging in at the plate for the Rumble Ponies, DeAndre Smith.
Ball.
Nice job to spot slider out of the hand and read the movement. He did well to lay off that pitch. On a line for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. And the next batter, Ronald Hernandez. That's a base hit. Runners at the corners now, nobody out. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Serrano in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Advantage to the hitter right now. He's got runners on and a friendly count, so he should be aggressive on this next pitch. That one finds the zone. Couple of ways the pitcher can succeed here. He can either get the strikeout or induce a double play. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. And a run scores on the double play. To the top of the order we go. Now the third baseman, Christian Arroyo. 1 for 2. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. 2 down and nobody aboard. We're in the top of the 5th inning.
Inside.
That
Ball.
front door curveball backed up a bit on the pitcher, and he couldn't quite get it to catch the zone. Right back to him on the mound. There with plenty of time. Inning over. Home half of the 5th coming up. Binghamton with the lead. 2-0. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Patrick Weigel. And the runner at second looms large as he enters this one. Infielders are going to be on their toes trying to keep the ball from getting by them. 3-2, the final score. A 1-run extra inning win. For our entire excellent crew, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in to Baseball on the Show. And good night, Jim, wherever you are.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, digging in, Max Clark.
Futures, the right fielder, number 3, Max Clark.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Chourio. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Got him looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Chourio thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering is down low. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Grabs it on the run. 2 away. So digging in, Blake Mitchell.
Nope, that's down.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Fisher in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Out to short. They get the force. 3rd out.
For the National League.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound.
3. First base. Out. Out. You're out. Out. 3.
Here at the All-Star Futures game, it's an opportunity for these players to showcase their talent, but you also want to show your big league club you know how to win ball games, because that's what it's all about at the top levels. Nice job. We saw some nice offensive talent. We saw some big arms. It was really cool to be part of this.
Max Jenkins. Bottom of the first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Reed Trimble.
Ball. High.
Takes a strike. That changeup up in the zone is one he'd like to have back. He knows that's a meaty pitch to hit. Reggio. Play is made, 1 gone. 1 out and the bases are empty. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Butter. That'll back him up a bit. Slider misses away. That one hammered but pulled foul. just missed. Jenkins will challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. And the call stands. It was a ball. That knocks him down to one challenge left. One out and the base is empty. Late with the swing there. Foul will see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a K. Too quickly gone in the bottom of the first this afternoon. Next up for the Bay Sox, Tavian Josenberger. 2 hits in 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. On the ground, Messenger. To first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. On to the bottom of the second. And now the center fielder, Vance Honeycutt.
Number 7, 6, Honeycutt.
Slider misses away. After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Sliced hard, but foul. Fly ball to right. And there's one away. Stepping to the plate for Chesapeake, Chadwick Trump. First pitch just misses. And this one right back to the mound. Flips it, and they get the out. Bases are empty with 2 away. Peyton Eales, the next to hit. Really strong hitting performance recently, hitting better than .350 this month. The 0-1. And a rocket down the line. Fair ball. Around first, hustling for 2. Starts the afternoon off right with a double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That one had an exit velocity of 100 swing and a long drive to left field. He can admire this one. It's out of here. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. This one ripped but foul to the right. 2 outs, base is empty. This pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Bash down the right side, but foul. 1-2 offering. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. 1-2 now. Hard hit left side. There with plenty of time, inning over. So they get... As we go to the last of the third, digging in for the Bay Sox, Joshua Liranzo to the right side. Takes it to the bag at first, and there's 1 down. Back to the top of the order here. And now the right fielder, Reed Trimble, 0 for 1. Trimble making the start in right, batting leadoff today, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2021. Out to center, Kokoska, moving under this one, and makes the catch. Nobody on and 2 outs. Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, Brandon Butterworth.
Nope, that's inside.
This one is labeled, should be extra bases. He makes the turn and digs for second base. And it's a 2-out double. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned the corner, and hustled in for the extra base knock. And a strike. And a curve misses outside. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. Man at second with 2 down. Bash down the right side, but foul. Hard hit to right center. And that'll do it. Welcome back. The
Leading
Bay
off
Sox
for the
at the
Bay
dish in
Sox,
the bottom of the 4th.
center fielder, number 7.
The next 50 fans to buy an order of crab cakes at the concession stand will receive a side order of crab fries at 50% off. That is a lot of crab. The 2-0 in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss. This one to third. Whips it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Nobody on with 1 out. Stepping to the plate for Chesapeake, Chadwick Trump. And there's a base hit to right field. So 1 on now with 1 away. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Eels in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Kicks and delivers. That one skips in the dirt. Runner at first, 1 away. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Messenger has a beat on it. Can't get there, and this one lands foul. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish.
Now batting, the left
Douglas
fielder,
Hodo
number
getting ready to
25.
hit. He's
Douglas
already homered in this ball game.
Hodo.
And the slider just misses. That one fouled off. 2-2 now. Swings and flares it, and it goes just foul. Pitcher's got to be wondering what's going to get the swing and a miss. He might need to change speeds or locations, if only to change things around. Trump, the runner at first with 2 out. In the air to left center. Hauls it in on the run. 1 runner left stranded. They're trailing here. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Sawyer Gipson Long. Some serious action on his slider. Jenkins, some decent work in a shorter start. Honestly, he was probably capable of doing more for them, but they came away with the win. It'll be interesting to see what he learns from this outing. Max Jenkins, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase his skill. And now at the dish, Gavin Keelan. On 0-1, the delivery. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Next to bat for the Flying Squirrels, Dakota Jordan. Didn't play in the day game yesterday. Should be fresh for this one. Here comes the 0-1. Right side. Dive. Got it. From his backside. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Batting third, the first
Stepping to the
baseman,
plate next for Richmond, Jake Holton.
Holton.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just one hit in the last 5 games. And the right-hander deals.
That's a ball.
Ground ball, left side, could be 2. There's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Sabine Sabalas. Breaking ball in there for a strike. This pitch popped up. Jenkins under it. Gets there, got it. Just what he was hoping for, throwing that high fastball. Weak contact, and they get the pop out. 1 out and the bases are empty. Damian Bravo will hit next. 1 run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game. On the ground to the right side. Now 2 out. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Now it's the second baseman, Diego Velasquez. Not getting the desired results at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. And it's down, a base hit. Here's the throw. Pulls into second with 2 gone. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. First pitch, and here's the appeal. Umpire Woody Keller says that's a swing. And fires in a heater at 95. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. As we go to the last of the third, coming up now to the dish for Richmond, Adrian Sugasti. Sugasti, 23 years old, and he was born in Panama. That's to third. 1 gone.
Batting 9, the center fielder.
Nobody on with 1 out. Next up, Maldonado.
Maldonado.
And they say he went. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base knock. So 1 on now with 1 away. Might have wanted more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. And with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. Here's the 1-1. Runner on the move. Pitches in for a strike. Safe, a stolen base. This offense has been struggling for sure, so it makes sense they'd get aggressive on the bases and steal second. Now the pressure is on the opponent. We'll see if they can pay it off. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Now batting.
So digging in, Dakota Jordan. 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice the first time.
Ball high.
Next pitch in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. On the ground, right side. Fair ball. Runner from third in to score. And now they trail by 1. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Smoke that through the infield for a base hit.
No, that missed.
When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Next pitch, in for a strike. Close one, but doesn't get the call. the dirt, but blocked. On his knees, the throw. Nicely done for the out. End of 3. Hartford with the... Back here in Richmond, bottom of inning number 4. And now the first baseman, Jake Holton. That one almost got the hitter. He's done well so far, but we'll see what adjustments the heart of the order make for him the second time around. That's inside.
Inside, ball.
That one misses. It's a leadoff walk. Jenkins will challenge the call, thinking it was a strike. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for him. And now the 3-1 pitch. On the ground, right side. Steps on the bag. 1 down. Jenkins, ready to fire. Command's been off after back-to-back walks. Let's see if he can lock in here.
No, that's down. Ball.
And a big swing and a miss. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. That one ripped, but foul. Liner to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Nice job at the dish. He fell behind, but held tough and got the hit. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare.
No, that's down.
Good job to let the low one go there. And now the 2-0. Ground ball, right side. And that's just foul. 2-1 now. And the slider just misses. They haven't been able to put up much offense in this one, but on a 3-1 count, that might change. We'll see how it goes. And ball 4.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
So up next, Diego Velasquez. Cracked a double the first time at bat.
That's a ball.
With his speed coming out of the left-handed batter's box, it could be tough to turn 2 unless they get an especially hard ground ball. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Home team down by 1. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss had him out in front for the strikeout. And now, Arun Escobar. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. And that's outside.
Ball.
This could be the action pitch right here with runners on and a hitter's count.
That's a ball.
And another ball. And they're all loaded up. 4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter of making him come into the strike zone. And here's the catcher, Adrian Sugasti. That's a great approach with the bases loaded. He did well to get a strike and get ahead in the count. 0 for 1 so far. Hard hit to right center. On the move to the alley. And that retires the side. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Flying Squirrels batting. Slider misses away. A ways south of Richmond is Brunswick County, eponym of the famous Brunswick stew. You can get some at the concession stand here. Can't get there, base hit. The tying run is aboard. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gavin Keelan. 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second. He easily steals the bag. And now another base hit could even this one up. Not a ton of offense in this one. Ball doesn't seem to be carrying, so they might as well try and generate some offense with the stolen base. I like that call. Next offering is upstairs. What discipline to lay off the high 0-2 fastball. He's doing a good job to shrink the zone and force the pitcher to throw him something hittable. In the air to left. Kokoska under it. And there's one away. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. Next to bat for the Flying Squirrels, Dakota Jordan.
No, that's out.
Nice job to spot slider out of the hand and read the movement. He did well to lay off that pitch. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Jake Holton. And he takes a strike, just shaved the edge. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. That one ripped out to left. It's pretty far back. That is the inning. One hit. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sawyer Gipson-Long. Very effective this year. Jenkins got through 5 innings and only allowed 1 earned run. I liked a lot of what we saw from him in this one. He put them in a position to win, even if they didn't do enough to support him. Max Jenkins is getting ready to go. He's showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Hartford Yard Goats. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Max Jenkins. Here's what we'll be keeping an eye on. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters this season. They're hitting under 250 against him. It's not all about the strikeouts when you do that. You have to move your pitches around, mix speeds, and keep hitters off balance. He'll do well if he can execute like that in this one. Victor Arias, the
that's a
leadoff
ball.
batter, looks at ball one. Well, that's an interesting way to start the night.
Ball,
That sure
no.
looked like a strike to me. Upstairs. That one
Ball
misses.
four.
It's a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
Batting second.
Jenkins back to work after the speedy leadoff hitter got on. We'll need to keep an eye on that runner here. On the ground. There's one. Double play. That
You're
is
out.
outstanding defense. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Next up for the Fisher Cats, JoJo Parker Jr. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Kent under it. Gets there. Got it. On to the bottom of the first. No score. The Fisher Cats at the plate here in the second inning. Edber Perez now at the plate. Nice grab. Throw from the knees. That's a pretty nice play
That's
there.
an out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 8, Jace Borfed.
Bases empty, 1 away. And now, Jace Borfin. In the air to left center. It falls in, and that's a hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Arjun Nimala.
Arjun Nimala.
No.
Ground ball right side. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a
Hey!
fielder's choice. And the batter will be the shortstop, Adrian Pinto.
Hee-haw.
Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And that one
Ball.
almost got him. That'll back him up a bit. And that's
Ball.
downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the 3rd out. They strand 1. Midway in the second, no score yet. Here we go in the top of the
Leading off
3rd,
for New
scoreless
Hampshire,
ball
the
game.
catcher,
And now at the plate,
Aaron
Parker.
Parker.
That
No.
just missed. Parker measures 5 feet 7 inches, 23 years old,
Ball.
and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2024. And that
Hee-haw.
drops in for a strike. Line drive, base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Stepping to the plate for New Hampshire, Edward Duran.
That's a ball.
Fastball for a strike. We're here in the top half of the 3rd. Go ahead, run it first. Nobody out. Pops this one up, foul on the left side. 1 down. Victor Arias getting ready to hit. Walk to open the ball game. Swing and a miss late on that one. He must have been sitting on something off speed. Runner at first, 1 away. Into left center for a base hit. Coming to the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Great approach on that swing, stepping through it and shooting it the opposite way for a 2-bagger. Hitting coach will be smiling after that cut. Jenkins looking to limit the damage here. 1 run in, but still time to work his way out of this. Hard hit to right center.
Take it.
And there's 2 away. Coming up now to the dish for New Hampshire, JoJo Parker Jr. 0 for 1 so far. And a base hit right there. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Tag,
Safe,
in
he's
there,
good.
safe. And they lead by 2. 2 outs and a runner at first. And here is
Ball
Edgar
one.
Perez. Ground ball left side. And that'll do it. But top of the 4th inning with the Fisher Cats at the dish now.
The right fielder, Jade Borges.
That one catches the zone. 0-1. And that's in for a strike. With 2 straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. Got him. 1 gone leading off the 4th. Arjun Nimala will hit next. Bunting for a hit, but pops it up. 2 down. Well, he tried the bunt, but couldn't quite get it squared up. When that happens, you can pop the ball up or guide it to the wrong spot and right to a fielder.
Outside.
This
ball
is a
2.
better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working the count well. Back up the oh, it gets the pitcher. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. No trouble beating out the infield hit. Good hustle down the line. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Aaron Parker in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
Ball.
Just
Down low.
missed. This one to right. Blue in position and makes the catch. 1 runner left aboard. On to the next inning, and now the first baseman, Edward Duran. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Ball.
A little out front there, swings through it. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first.
Out of there.
And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. Jenkins back at it, 3rd time around, and here comes the top of the lineup.
Ball.
That one's in
Right.
there, and it's 1-1. Grounds this one to short. Fires to first on the run, and
Got him,
very
that's an out.
nicely done for the out. Bases are empty with 2 away. And now it's going to be Javon Ward.
High.
2 outs, bases empty. Try to get him
Ball.
chasing on the changeup. On the ground to third. It's in and out of the glove. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's the 3rd baseman, JoJo Parker Jr. 1 for 2. Ground ball to
Just
first,
foul.
but that rolls foul. Ward leads off of first with 2 out.
Ball 1.
And this one lifted to left. Going back pretty deep. And that's that. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jenkins, went 5 innings on the mound in this start. You can bet the rest of the team will give him some props for how he went out there and battled for him. They lost the game, but he wasn't the reason why. Max Jenkins, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can he put together another excellent outing today? Jenkins has the ball to start this one. Will look to get ahead and get in a rhythm.
Wyatt Young.
Pop up here, third base side. There's one down.
Batting second. The third
Base is
baseman,
empty, one away.
Christian.
Now the third baseman,
Arroyo.
Christian Arroyo. Making a lot
Ball
of
one.
contact recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games. Swing, high fly down the right field line. Flashes the leather on the running catch. Coming up to the dish for Binghamton, JT Schwartz. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. And it stays fair. Gets on base and keeps it going. What a great swing there. He really put a lot into that base hit. Right down the line, didn't overdo it,
Ball
and
one.
kept it fair for a knock. Jose Ramos in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
No.
This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. And it's through for a hit. That's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here's the left fielder, DeAndre Smith. And that one fouled off. And the pitch. And it's 1-1.
That's a ball.
This is a critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches, or you could see some runs coming. Up and in. Full count now. That curveball was way high. He clearly didn't release it properly. And they're all loaded up. So up next, Jackson Clough. That
Ball.
misses the zone. And the count is 1-1. Lots of pressure on the hitter in this moment. The best find a way to steal themselves and stay focused. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Sliced hard, but foul. Ground ball to third. Handles. Play made. That ends the inning. So they leave the bases loaded. We've played 1 inning. On to the bottom of the
Leading
second.
off,
Here's the second baseman, Jacob Reimer.
No, that's a ball.
Not even close there. And that's ball 2. That one was way off the mark, and now he's behind
Ball
2-0. Time to show some finesse. This one is in
Yep.
there. That's strike 1. Payoff pitch. Swing and a long drive to left field. He can admire this one. It's out of here. That was a nice, patient approach in that at-bat. He let some bad pitches go, found one he liked, and didn't miss. Jenkins back to work after the leadoff solo shot. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Ronald Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that drops in for a strike. That
Ball,
one off the
that's
mark.
down.
And it's 1-2. What a take with 2 strikes. And there's a
Ball.
ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Underhanded to second, to first, double play, nicely done. To the top of the order we go, and the batter will be the shortstop, Wyatt Young. Popped up. Kent under this one. and makes the catch. We're at the end. As we go to the last of the third, digging in at the plate for the Rumble Ponies, Christian Arroyo.
Ball.
Nice job to spot slider out of the hand and read the movement. He did well to lay off that pitch. That's a strike, and the count even at 1. Arroyo goes 6'5", 230 pounds, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Swing lifted to left field. Antico moving under it. Gets there, got it. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. In the air, along the left field line. And that is foul. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the third. Bases are empty with 2 away. Next up for the Rumble Ponies, Jose Ramos. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one.
No.
2 outs, bases empty. Down the left field line and deep. If it's fair, it's gone. And
That's
it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. Swings and misses. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. We move on to inning number 4, the Rumble Ponies. Welcome back to the Rumble Ponies at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. That catches the top part of the zone. It's 0-1. Wasn't interested in that high fastball to start. I wonder if he wants something lower. Makes the catch. 1 down. 1 out and the bases are empty. Next is the designated hitter, Jackson Clough. And that's a fair ball. And it gets by. Around first, hustling for 2. Really trusted his hands and let the ball travel on that pitch, and it allowed him to go the other way for the hit. Now it's the second baseman, Jacob Reimer, in the dirt but kept it close. That one well upstairs, and the count is 2-0. And that's downstairs and outside. And ball 4,
Ball 4
2-0.
outside. Take your base.
Here's the center fielder, Matt Rudick. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air to left. Antico settles underneath it and makes the catch. Stepping to the plate for Binghamton, Ronald Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far.
No, that's a
Close,
ball.
but ruled a ball.
Ha!
First and second, 2 down. Strike 2. Up the middle. Flips it, and they get the out. 2 left on base. They lead it. Bottom of the inning. And now the shortstop, Wyatt Young.
Ha!
That
Down.
just missed. Grounder left side,
Foul ball.
and it goes just foul. Now the 1-2 pitch.
Ball.
Just missed. Here's the chopper to short. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Bases empty, 1 away. Coming up to the dish for Binghamton, Christian Arroyo.
Ball.
Close, but called a ball. And that's a 1-out single. Always scary when you see a liner back to the mound like that. Glad the pitcher's okay. Got to keep your head on a swivel out there. And now the first baseman, JT Schwartz. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time out. Swings through it for the K. Hey fans, remember that when either team strikes out 10 times in the game, Big Kale Soda will send every fan in attendance home with a 6-pack of the healthiest soda out there. Ramos, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Arroyo, the runner at first with 2 out. And it stays fair. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Digging in at the plate for the Rumble Ponies, DeAndre Smith.
Ball, no.
He swings and fouls one off. That's a hit. Runner around third. Runner scores.
No, he's in
Catcher
there.
can't hang on. And they lead by 2. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Smooth swing on that pitch. He connected out front and rattled it into the outfield. That's the kind of swing you want to replicate. Here comes the...
For Hartford.
We're back. It's...
That's ball 4.
Jenkins, some decent work in a shorter start. Certainly could have done better in this one, but he battled and kept him in it. That's usually good enough, even if they took the loss this time. Max Jenkins with a blend of... And here we go. Coming up to the dish for Erie, Josue Briseño.
Josue Briseño.
And we are underway. Swing lifted to left field. Antico under this one. 1 up, 1 down. 1 out and the bases are empty. Stepping to the plate for Erie, Jace Young. Grounds this one to the right side. Whips it to first in time. That is a great play deep in the hole. And now, Tyler Gentry had the day off yesterday. That's a strike, but probably not a great one to swing at on the first pitch. Smart take, I think. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Gets it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Half inning done. The Seawolves at the plate here in the second inning. Daniel Cabrera getting ready to hit. In for a strike. 0-1. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. And the right-hander deals. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Ball one there. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. This one chopped on the ground. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. That was a great two-strike approach in that AB. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Fly ball, right field. Hill under it. And makes the catch. So up next, John Peck. Slider misses away. And that one clips the corner. Runner at first, one away. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy double play. That's out number 2. And now at the plate, Christian Santana. And that gets to the top of the zone for a strike. In the dirt, but kept it close. And the 1-1. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. That's 2 straight breaking pitches away that he's thrown. He seems to be avoiding challenging this hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. And the slider just misses. What a take with 2 strikes. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Ball 4.
Digging in for the Seawolves, Peyton Graham. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. This is a very high leverage spot, and he's got a chance to work out of this jam now. After getting ahead in the count, he's got some options to work with. Antico going back on this one. And that is out number 3. 2 runners left aboard. They're down 1-0. Top half, third inning. Coming up to the dish for Erie, Patrick Lee. Lee goes 5'9", 26 years old, and he's usually a left fielder, but today he's patrolling center. And he'll challenge from the mound. Thought that was a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks him down to 1 challenge left. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball 2.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. And here's the catcher, Josue Briseño. Flied to left the first time. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Good job to let the low one go there.
Ball 2.
Runner at first, nobody out. That one misses. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now the third baseman, Jace Young, went deep in last night's ball game. And the slider just misses. We're here in the top half of the third. First and second, no outs. And now a spinning throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. Tyler Gentry now at the plate. 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Now he breaks his bat, and it's put into play. And a foul ball. Rolls away a little bit. And a fine job keeping it close right there. 1 out and runners at second and third. Oh, and it's a punch out. Bat broke the plane. Huge K there. Next up for the Seawolves, Daniel Cabrera. 1 for 1, single to left the first time through. Hard hit to right center. Hill moving under this one. And that'll do it. 2 runners left stranded. They still trail. Top of the 4th inning with the Seawolves at the dish.
Garrett Pennington.
That one fouled hard the other way. A swing and a miss. Chases way out of the zone. That one is foul. We'll see another. Looked like he was sitting off speed fouling that fastball back. Way high with that one. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Nobody on with 1 out. Digging in for the Seawolves, John Peck. Hard on the ground to first. Kokoska takes it to the bag. 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping to the plate for Erie, Christian Santana. Just missed.
Outside.
Swing and a rocket. Going back pretty deep, but won't get there. It's into the gap. Around first, hustling for 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Graham stands in now and watches strike 1. That's in there. And it's 0-2. Love the front door slider. The batter often will cheat the hands to not get beat by an inside fastball, and that draws the swing off plane. Nice pitching. Got him. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and a run. Jenkins ready to work with a lead.
The center fielder, Patrick Lee.
That's a ball.
Lifted in the air to left. Antico settles underneath it. And a quick out, number 1. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. Needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. On the ground. Oh, gloves it. Throw to first. In time.
He's out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jace Young.
And now, Jace Young. Two outs and nobody aboard. What a job to stifle this offense. Almost. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Tyler
number
Gentry
33,
digs in now.
Tyler Gentry.
On the ground, right side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher. 2 away and a runner at first. And now the center fielder, Patrick Lee. Oh-2, rocks and fires. That one hit to right. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Jenkins made it through 5 innings without allowing any earned runs. Not the most dominant effort on the mound, but he strung together some good innings, which helped them get the win. That's good enough for sure. Max Jenkins with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid has future star written all over it. It's the Somerset Patriots. Jenkins has the ball to start this one. Will look to get ahead and get in a rhythm.
Marco Luciano.
Marco Luciano leading things off and takes a strike. 0-2, waves at that one. He hits a fly to center. Williams on the way in. One up, one down. One out and the bases are empty. Digging in for the Patriots, DJ Gladney. That one fouled off. And the pitch. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Liner snagged it first. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss late on that one. Strike 2. I have to say he's got a live arm out there so far. Attacking the zone and doing it with good velocity too. Tap back up the middle. Amador fires to first on the run.
You're out.
Nice play. Midway in the first. No score. All set for the start of this inning. Here's the third baseman, Tyler Hardman. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Pitch is in the dirt. Swing and a line drive base hit out into center. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Eric Genther, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Hey!
In the dirt, but kept it close. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Runners at the corners now, nobody out. Back-to-back singles. Not much to nitpick about that swing. 106 miles per hour on the exit velocity. That ball was simply scorched. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first. This one to right. And there's one down. So digging in, Garrett Martin. Curveball drops in for a strike. This hitter needs to be aware that the pitcher's trying to get him to put it on the ground and get the line drive. That's a base knock. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. 0-2, rocks and fires. It's ball 1. So he got ahead 0-2, but way off the mark with the heater. At the plate, he sees that the pitcher wants to use the fastball to punch him out. He needs to be ready and not get beat. And the slider just misses. And a high leverage challenge from the mound. And it did miss the zone. The call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Next pitch inside. And the count is full. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Now the payoff pitch. On the ground, right side. Fires to second for 1. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. Here's the catcher, Tomas Frick. That curveball was way high. He clearly didn't release it properly. This pitch misses, and that's ball 2. This could be the action pitch right here with runners on and a hitter's count. And now the 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. 2-2 now. And there's a ball. On the ground to the left, Holiday. And that ends the inning. 2 runners left stranded, but they do. Top half, third inning. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Marco Luciano.
Nope, outside.
Luciano, starting at second, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Pops it up, foul on the left side. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, DJ.
Nobody on with one out. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, DJ Gladney.
Whoa,
Close one, but doesn't get the call. Right through there for a strike. That misses,
Ball 2.
and it's 2-1. Looked like he was sitting off speed, fouling that fastball back. Swings and misses. First 2 batters gone in the top of the third. Bases are empty with 2 away. Ernesto Martinez Jr. will hit next. That one smashed to left field. And that's that. Welcome back to Hartford, top of the 4th inning. Leading off, Tyler Hardman. Swings through that one for strike 1. That's a hit. Runner on base to start the inning. You talk about strong hands, he's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone, and he still got enough of it for the hit to the opposite field. Held up. And that's off the inside edge. Nobody out and a runner at first. Ground ball, right side. High bouncer into the outfield. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. Next up for the Patriots, Brando Mayea. Close, but ruled a ball.
Nope.
There's a strike. In the air to left. There's one down. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. 1 out and 2 on. And now the center fielder. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We're ready for the 5th inning. Stepping in, the switch inning shortstop, Roderick Arias. 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice the first time. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. Short hop liner handled it short. 1 gone.
He's out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Bases empty, 1 away.
Frick.
Digging in for the Patriots, Tomas Frick.
Aye.
They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. That one missed. 2 straight breaking balls away. If he wants to go back to that spot later in this AB, I'd expect a fastball inside here. That
Ball
misses the zone. 3-2. And now the full count offering. Bash down the right side, but foul. 3-2 once again. Pop-up foul on the right side. Messina under it. And makes the catch. Marco Luciano, the next to hit.
That's a ball.
We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. Ground ball up the middle. And handles this chance. There with plenty of time. Inning over. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Patriots have the edge. 1-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Patrick Weigel. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Jenkins got through 5 innings and only allowed 1 earned run. He showed some good competitive fire in this start. He kept the team in a position to come out on top, even if they ultimately fell short. Max Jenkins on the hill for this one. Fresh off a stellar string of outings, all eyes are focused on the up-and-coming prospect. Can he keep it going? It's the Hartford Yard. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, JoJo Parker Jr.
12, JoJo Parker Jr.
And it's even up. In the air, out towards right center. That's pretty deep. And there's one away. That was a really nice over-the-shoulder grab, flashing some serious defensive ability on that play. Now it's the right fielder, Javon Ward. Really strong hitting performance recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak. That one ripped, but foul. 1 out and the base is empty. Bash down the right side, but foul. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first this evening. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Josh Kasevich. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Foul ball there. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2 pitch. Slider
Oh, that's
misses
out.
away. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to first. Messenger takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Jackson Hornung.
Inside, ball 1.
On the ground, right side. And there's one out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter,
Nobody on with one out.
Edward.
And now the DH, Edward Perez, went deep in
Nope,
last night's
that's
ball
inside.
game. He placed that slider just about perfectly, but credit to
Ball
the
2.
hitter. He was wise to lay off it. Righty comes to the plate. Strike 2. Plenty of zip on that fastball. You can hear it sizzling, even from the press box. Looks sharp. Messenger steps on the bag. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Bases are empty with 2 away. Now the left fielder, Victor Arias.
Ball 1.
1-0, and the pitch. Here's a chopper up the middle. Jorge fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. 3 up, 3 down here. Bottom of the inning,
Leading off
stepping
for
to
the
the plate for
pitcher
New
cast,
Hampshire,
the
Nick
third baseman,
Goodwin.
Nick
Slider misses away. Goodwin measures 6'1", 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2023. Bounce to the right. Messenger takes it to first, 1 away. Now it's the shortstop, Adrian Pinto. Popped up.
Take it, take it, take it.
And there's 2 down. 2 away here, nobody on. Coming up now to the dish for New Hampshire, Edward Duran. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone. Inside, nearly got the batter. That'll back him up a bit. Missed
Ball, that's off
inside
the
with the
plate.
curveball. That's great discipline at the dish. He fell behind 0-1, then didn't
Nope, that's ball
overextend
4.
or get greedy. Now he's got a favorable count on 3-1. Back to the top of the order here. And now the center fielder, JoJo Parker Jr.
Inside, ball 1.
Home team down by 1. Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. Clearly he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. And a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Javon Ward getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging in the first AB. And that one is trouble. Headed for the plate. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. Next to hit, Josh Kasevich.
That's outside.
Right through there for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-2 pitch. That one out to right. And that'll wrap this inning up. Welcome back. The
Leading
Fisher
off
Cats at
for
the
the
dish
Fisher
in the
Cats,
bottom of the 4th.
The first baseman, Jackson.
And that's in the dirt.
Hornung.
In 2018, the Fisher Cats won the Eastern League title behind several future major leaguers, including Jordan Romano, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Bo Bichette, and Vladimir
Ball 2.
Guerrero Jr. Quite a group. 2-1 now. Top of the zone for a called strike. Slider
that's
misses away. Gets a piece, stays alive. Grounder to the left side. The throw to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Edber.
Bases empty, one away. Edber Perez now at the plate. Grounded out the first time. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Fastball in, then changeup away. That's textbook pitching. He's showing good command in this AB. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Got it. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Moving on to the 5th. All tied. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Now the third baseman, Nick Goodwin. Rips one to right. And there's 1 down. That's the aggressive approach that's become more prevalent nowadays. Find the first pitch you think you can drive and take a
That's a
rip.
ball.
Great contact, but he wasn't rewarded with a hit. Jenkins thought that was a strike, so here's a challenge. Didn't miss by a lot, but it'll stay a ball. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. Here's the 1-0 offering. On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Stepping in, Edward Duran. A walk and a run scored the first time. Such a close game. The next team to score could take all the momentum they need. Here's a fly to left. Antico settles under it and makes the catch. Jenkins back out there, locked in a pitcher's duel. What a show these hurlers have put on today.
Parker Jr.
Towards first, Messenger. Takes it to the bag at first. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. 1 out and the bases are empty. Next up, Javon Ward. Picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far. That's out number 2. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Josh Kasevich. Just off the
that ball
outside
went out.
edge. Kasevich, 25 years old. He's got 9 RBI in his last 10 games. And that one
That's ball
almost
2.
got him.
Ball inside.
2 outs and nobody aboard. What a stop! And that is a great play for the out. Excellent stop right there. Waves the pitcher off, takes it to the bag, and just keeps on running into the dugout. We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Rob Zastryzny. Pitched yesterday, returning to the bump in this one. Two outs, runner on first base. Dion Jorge, the next to hit. Corbin, 36 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. And this one lifted to left. That's pretty far back. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Jenkins gave up 1 earned over 6 innings of work for the quality start. He showed some good competitive fire in this start. He kept the team in a position to come out on top, even if they ultimately fell short. Max Jenkins, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can he put together another excellent outing today? Just about set to go. And our pitcher tonight, Max Jenkins. And he likes pitching at home.
Number 8,
Jenkins
Carter
has the ball to start this one. We'll look to get ahead and get in a rhythm. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. In there at the knees. Next offering is upstairs. Pop up, foul on the right side. McCabe moving under this one. Gets there, got it. Nice high fastball to get the pop out. Hitter looked like he was right on it, but that late velocity and hop got him swinging underneath it. Easy out for this defense. Tommy Pham in the box with one away, looks at ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
This one the other way, and foul ball. That was a very hittable off-speed pitch. He usually punishes those, but for whatever reason, he was a bit late on that swing. In the air to center. It falls in, and that's a knock. And that's a one-out single. Coming up now to the dish for Reading, Keaton Anthony. Doing a good job of driving in some runs of late. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Battling here, fouls it away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him looking, and now 2 away. And he got turned into a pair of shoes at the plate on that curveball. He was locked up. Next up for the Fightin' Phils, Nick Biddison. Went deep in last night's ball game. And that one fouled off. In the dirt, but blocked. And 1-2. And there's a ball. Well, he got to the 2-strike count early, but the batter stayed patient, and he didn't chase low and out of the zone. Pitcher might have to try something else to get him. Now the payoff pitch. Bash down the right side, but foul. Pham, the runner at first with 2 out. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. Top of the second, stepping to the plate next for Reading, Joel Dragu.
That's a ball.
The pitch. And the slider just misses. Swing, high fly down the right field line. Towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. One out and the bases are empty. And now the right fielder, John Spikerman, homered last night, added another hit as well. Swing and a miss, nice changeup. Late that time, and it's strike 2. No score here in the second inning. And that one almost got it. That'll back him up a bit. That one not close. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, that's a K. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down now. Stepping in, the switch hitting shortstop, Robert Moore. Ripped right back the mound. That got him. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Batting eighth,
Next up,
the second
Eric
baseman,
Brito.
Eric Brito.
And another
That's
ball.
2.
That one's spoiled, and it's now 2-1. And a big swing and a miss. Yanked that changeup back. Just diabolical. And he goes down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. They leave 1 runner on base. Midway in the 2nd, no score. Top half, 3rd inning. Digging in for the fightin' Phils, Caleb Ricketts.
Ricketts.
Late on that fastball. Bash down the right side, but foul. Inside, nearly clipped the hitter. Up the middle. Throw to first in time. Carter Kieboom, the next to hit. Popped out the first time. Foul ball there. Kieboom, starting at the hot corner, 28 years old. And he's been touching home plate a lot lately, scoring 10 times in the last 10 games. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Swings and misses. First 2 batters gone in the top of the 3rd.
The batter, the left fielder.
So 2 out. Here's the left fielder, Tommy Pham. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball, that's low.
Next
Yep,
pitch is
that ball went
outside.
out.
We're here in the top half of the 3rd. 2 down and nobody aboard. Out in front, ripped foul. Lifted in the air, right field. That's pretty deep. And that's that. Moving on now to the home half of the 3rd inning. We're all tied, 0-0. All set for the start of this inning. Stepping in,
The first
Keaton
baseman,
Anthony.
Keaton Anthony.
Ground
That
ball
ball's
to the
foul.
right side, and that's just foul. The 0-1 offering. A laser into the outfield. And a quick out, number 1. Bases empty, 1 away. Nick Biddison will hit next. Homered in the ball game yesterday
that's
afternoon.
down.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And
Oh,
it
that's
goes
foul.
just foul. That missed inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Coming up now to the dish for Reading, Joel Dragu. So clutch, arguably the team's MVP this year. We're in the 4th inning, no score. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. Really trusted his hands and let the ball travel on that pitch, and it allowed him to go the other way for the hit. 1 out and 2 on. Now it's the right fielder, John Spikerman. Try to get
Ball,
him
that's
chasing on the changeup. Swing and a miss. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 1 out, runners at first and second. Not close with that one. Line drive, and it's caught. I'm sure he's disappointed after he didn't get the hit on that line out, but that's great contact. The next time he hits it like that, I bet it works out better. Moore at the plate for the second time and takes ball 1. That one finds the zone. And the count, 1-1.
Ball 2.
This could be the action pitch right here with runners on and a hitter's count. And we're all even up. Good job to fight that one off. In the
That's ball
dirt.
3.
Still a full count after the foul ball. In there, picks up the K. And that ends the inning. Was in a tough spot, had to make a great... We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th inning, Justin Brule. Second appearance of the season. Jenkins didn't make it through 5, but no earned runs against. Team effort here, and it started with what he was able to give them on the mound. He put them in position to come away victorious with a good start. Max Jenkins, the star of the show. Jenkins has the ball to start this one. Will look to get ahead and get in a rhythm.
Ernesto Martinez Jr.
Ernesto Martinez Jr., the leadoff batter, cuts and misses for strike 1. Bash down the right side, but foul. 0-2, and the delivery. Just
Outside.
missed. What a take with 2 strikes. Jenkins thought that was a strike, so here's a challenge. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. Rips this one to short. And there's 1 away. Bases empty, 1 away. And now, Marco Luciano. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. That one fouled hard the other way. down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Out! 2 gone after the strikeout. Looks like there was some trouble handling that pitch, but good job to recover and make a composed, accurate throw down to first. A lot of catchers at this level would fall to pieces.
Ball.
So digging in, Kobe Morales. Bash down the right side, but foul. Huge swing, and this one sails out of here to right field. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. 2 outs, base is empty. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swings through it for the K. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. So only 1 hit in the inning, the solo homer, and it puts them ahead. 1 inning in the book. Bottom of the inning, stepping to the plate for Somerset, Eric Genther.
The designated hitter, Eric.
That one in the dirt.
Hey.
A frozen rope. And there's 1 down. 1 out and the bases are empty. Now it's the second baseman, Enmanuel Tejeda. Base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. And they've got some choices now with good speed on the bases. Digging in, Garrett Martin. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Next pitch, in for a strike. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Batting 8, the shortstop.
Roderick Arias will hit next. Drove in 2 of their 3 runs in yesterday's game. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Home team down by 1. Bottom half of the second inning. Pretty clear he's trying to work the outer half of the plate, maybe get him to roll over one and keep it on the ground. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 left on base. They're down 2-1. All set for the bottom of the third. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Miguel Palma. Palma hitting in the 9 spot today, and he's a native of Venezuela. That's in there, and it's 0-2. And a ground ball to first. Bryant takes it to the bag. There's 1 down. To the top of the order we go. Next up for the Patriots, Ernesto Martinez Jr.
Ball.
Wise to take that slider down and in. Very difficult to square that up. And it's through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single. Really trusted his hands and let the ball travel on that pitch, and it allowed him to go the other way for the hit. And now, Marco Luciano. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Runner at first, 1 away. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Up the middle, can't come up with it. Back-to-back singles. I don't blame that infielder for not handling that one. As hard as it was hit, I'd have been shocked if he had picked it cleanly. Tough play on defense. Morales takes a ball, standing in for the second time. Good job to let the low one go there. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Comes up empty, strike 2. Great time to go to the slider. He was clearly sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early. Now he's got to protect with 2 strikes. And a curve misses outside. Wow, he's showing outstanding discipline with 2 strikes. Struck out looking. Frozen with a backdoor slider turned into a pair of shoes. Now the third baseman, Tyler Hardman. So clutch. Arguably the team's MVP this year.
Yeah.
They
That's
try to
a
get
ball.
a chase on a slider down and away. Decent movement on that slider, but he needs to bring it a little closer to the plate. That one was way outside, and the batter was able to take it more easily.
Ball two.
Misses outside. 2-2. Swing and a chopper. And plenty of time to first. And that ends the inning. 2 runners. Welcome back. The Patriots at the dish in the bottom of the fourth.
The designated hitter, Eric.
That one inside. And it's 1-0. Here in northern New Jersey, there's no more iconic food than the Taylor ham. Get a burger with it at the concession stand, just do not call it a pork roll. 1 down. And here is Enmanuel Tejeda. Lined a single into center the last time up. In the air, right field. Touches down, that's a hit. The tying run is aboard. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. And with good speed on first, they have some options. Goes to the bag, it's a double play, and that ends the inning. Moving on to the 5th, the Yard Goats have the bottom of the 5th here in Somerset. And now the shortstop, Roderick Arias. That one clips the outside corner. 0-1. Wasn't interested in that high fastball to start. I wonder if he wants something lower. Hill. That's the first out. Miguel Palma now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Next offering is down low. A swing and a miss. Been impressive watching how he's attacked both up and down in the zone with excellent command. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. 1 out and the base is empty. That one not close. It's 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep, and that one hops the wall. And the tying run's at second base with a double. All over that one. He was right on top of that pitch. Jumped off the bat, and the double was a pretty clear possibility right away. And now a chance to tie the game up, making this a crucial at bat. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Way out front for strike 3. Now a chance for Marco Luciano. 1 for 2.
Luciano.
In the dirt, but kept it close. Down to second, but he'll dance back in safely. Tying run at second base. Bottom half of the 5th. This pitch popped up. And that is out number 3. 1 runner left aboard. Home half of the 6th. Stepping in, Kobe
The
Morales.
center fielder, number 35, Kobe Morales.
No.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. That one was way off the mark, and now he's
That's a
behind
strike.
2-0. Time to show some finesse. And we're all even up. That's
Ball
inside.
3.
Excellent take. Tyler Hardman in the on-deck circle. Up the middle. And base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout. Looks ready to make the move. So a lefty out of the pen, Justin Brule. He's a fierce competitor when he takes the hill.
Now
This save
batting,
opportunity
the
is brought to you by
designated hitter,
Blank's
Eric.
Disposal Services. No
Yes,
questions
sir.
asked, ever. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Jenkins got through 5 innings and only allowed 1 earned run. Team effort here, and it started with what he was able to give them on the mound. He put them in position to come away victorious with a good start.